New source. Let's go with screen cap. Source. Can I change this to my... hold on, we're still new at this hood. What if it's display capture? There we go. Okay, I just want to go to like Google, and I just want to type in. Wait 1 second. I just like Tangle. Young. Oh no, it's Yungckle. Nope, that's junk. Well, if I type in basically, Yungckle is a young uncle for people that don't know. Let's also turn on just a little bit of like, so you can see. Oh, if I go to, I have a mouse open right now. Don't notice that. What can you see? Okay, you can just see this whole screen. So if I type calm music. No idea how loud this is.
Dumping magnesium completely changed my life. Soaking in magnesium.
Okay. Interesting. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to talk about things that are going on in life ever since, what happened on Tuesday. I saw that there's a lot of people that are really worried about what's going to happen to America. And obviously, I feel the same. It's just kind of, we don't know what's going to happen, really. I mean, we kind of know what's going to happen, but we don't, right? Like, everyone's worried. Like, well, I guess 50% of the country is celebrating right now, but 50% of the country is worried. And it's a scary time. And I just wanted to like make something potentially for like some people that are worried. And just like not like I don't want to call it like a safe place, but like just a place that is like a community place for like left-leaning people. And I kind of want to make something that was like not the normal thing, like not like a super normal podcast. I was only planning on like 15 minutes to like 45 minutes talking at a time or something. Um, and then have like my other streams where like I play like RuneScape or like League or WoW or whatever other variety games. But yeah, I noticed that there's a lot of like right wing podcasts out there, and there's a lot of right wing like honestly hatred out there. And I kind of wanted to make like the antithesis of that. I wanted something that wasn't super stressful and something that wasn't super in your face, but also something that maybe can help future elections, maybe potentially if it gets popular enough, if enough people watch it. I just wanted something that was like, I don't know how to describe it exactly. I wanted something that was like not ugh, because a lot of shit right now is just ugh, and it sucks. It fucking sucks. And I want somewhere to like vent my frustrations because it's hard to do, and my partner is already stressed enough with the election and shit. So it's kind of like I like talking to her about this stuff too, but also I don't want to like burden completely on talking about this because she's already stressed enough. Obviously, she's a woman, so GG to her rights and shit like that. If we don't do anything, right? Like, So we need to be able to do something about it before it's too late. And whether that be, I just think that, Biden has been not the worst president that we ever had. He's done some good policies, but he definitely should and can do more. And maybe that's also why I made this, was to make other people aware and maybe try to get something started to where you can, call your fucking congressman, call whoever you can call and tell them, hey, it's time we fucking do something. Like Gavin Newsom, let's look this up right now. Hold on. I'm playing RuneScape on the side, so I don't want to. I'm playing a hardcore, so I don't want to die. Corona books. Don't pay attention to that. What the Gavin Newsom. Here we go. 2028. I would vote for him, obviously, but he wouldn't be my first choice. So yeah, this is something. Shout out to California for doing this. Dude, fuck you, New York Times, by the way. Fuck the New York Times. LA Times, maybe it's a little better. I don't ever use them. What is with her? That's a weird looking face. She's pretty, but it's a weird looking face. Like the way she's looking. I saw him. He's looking at him weird too. Yeah, I just think this is something that every state, obviously there's going to be a lot of red states that won't do it, but this is something that every state should be doing here. Newsom, governor of California, is calling a special session to fund California's legal defense against Trump. So basically, what he's doing is he's trying to provide protections before Trump comes in office, which is pretty much the only time he's going to be able to do this, is before Trump comes in office, before he's fucking going to go balls to the wall and try screwing over everybody, right? So let's see. This doesn't really have that. Oh, there's more. Okay, I was going to say, there's not that much information on it from what I read in the other article. So yeah, anticipates the incoming president could seek to limit access to abortion medication, pursue a national abortion ban, dismantle clean air and water environmental protections, obviously global warming, climate change right there, repeal deferred action for childhood arrivals program, withhold federal disaster response funding, which he already did in his last election. A lot of times. They live in Michigan, and he did that for us in Michigan too. When the dams broke, he was withholding funding for a while. It wasn't like a long time, but still, he didn't immediately be like, yeah, take whatever you need, like Biden did for fucking Florida and for North Carolina, which both of them fucking voted against Democrats, even though, they helped out when Republicans didn't. But, it's fine. Yeah, this is something that every single state should be doing, and I think if people reach out to their congressmen and women, we could get something like this done. So it's kind of why I wanted to make something to say that it's not completely over. Yes, I'm looking into moving into Canada right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should have a backup plan just in case America starts burning on fire and people start shooting each other and shit, but you never know. I think that there's still fighting left to do. And some of the bigger people that I watch, I watch a Majority Report and Secular Talk with Kyle Kalinske, and I watch some Brian Tyler Cohen, and they're all pretty much, saying the obvious, like America could be, America's fucked, which, yeah, if we don't do anything about it, right? But that's what I want to do, is something about it. So I just wanted to start saying that there is hope still in America, and I should probably get my thoughts together better on a notepad or something before I start doing this stuff, because I just say stuff that comes out of my mouth, and that's not probably the best way to do it. But all the shit you see on Twitter, people are it's want a a semi-community type place where people can not have to worry about shit for a bit, and maybe some place that you could come together with some ideas, some thoughts, and just push kind of like a left-wing agenda as well. Because right now there's a lot, like I said, a lot of white wing. Well, white wing propaganda, pretty much, but right wing propaganda out there. There's just so many right wing podcasts that get so many viewers, and like Fox News is on 24/7 running the right wing propaganda machine. And you know what? What if I just ran like a fucking left wing propaganda, you know? I think that the Democrats really dropped the ball. They really fucking did. Like, Harris ran a pretty good campaign, yes. Yeah, her and Walz did. But them calling Trump and all them weirdos was really popular. Was super popular. People were like, yeah, you know what? They are fucking weird for doing this shit. You know, why would you, fucking Vance is a fucking couch humper, dude. Like, call it out. Like, hey, this dude's fucking couches, man. Like, that's weird. You really want your vice president to be a couch fucker? Like, that's weird, bro. Call it out. Call a spade a spade. If a dude's fucking couches, he's automatically weird, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Stream on? It is. Okay, good. Just missed that ad. I don't know where to stream on TikTok. Like, what category I should be in. I put other, but like, is that the right category? There's no like just talking category in TikTok. But yeah, I just super frustrated with what happened. And if I were running for president or VP or whatever, senator, I would say straight up, these people are fascists. These people are fucking insane. These people want to take away your rights. And to an extent, they did, but they didn't do enough, in my opinion. Like, they went to a lot of swing states, yeah, and they didn't have a shitload of time to do it, which is also probably part of the problem. They only had 100 days or something to do this campaign. But I think Democratic voters should be angry at how things weren't done enough. Things weren't done to the extent that they could have been. I think that we could have been out there screaming, these people are fucking fascists, and boom, 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 this is how they're gonna do that. Donald Trump wants to raise your taxes by $4,000. Okay, that's great. I don't know, say it to the fucking... It's so hard because they're a fucking cult, right? Like, Trumpers are pretty much a cult at this point. And there's not a lot you can... Because you want to fucking go right out there and you want to look the Republicans in their face, the Republican voters, people that have voted for Trump before, and say, look, here is the proof. I am coming to you with the proof. And, some of them, half of them maybe won't even look at you, but you need to be able to get some of these people. You need to have someone that's charismatic enough that can get into these places, like a Gavin Newsom, and can just fucking pull them out, like snap these fucking people out of this shit. Because why did this happen? Why did we get Trump again? Fuck, Biden could have done way worse, and I feel like we didn't deserve Trump. I mean, the fucking people that voted for Trump deserve Trump. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You vote for Trump, you deserve all the shitty things that he's gonna put in place. But the rest of us fuckers, that's not my fault. I didn't vote for the fucker. But I think we just need more people that are willing to look at Republicans in the face and say, this is what happened. Like an example, what I did was I talked to my girlfriend's family, mainly her mom, and I fucking showed her. I'm like, dude, Trump is a rapist. Trump has raped multiple women. He was friends with Epstein. You know, I showed this, and this, and I talked to her about it. And I said, Trump fucking made fun of a special needs reporter. You know, was fucking like putting his hand up and like making fucking stupid fucking. He's just being fucking completely disgusting. And her daughter, one of her daughters, is special needs. So that right there should be disqualifying. But unfortunately, she's fucking in a cult, and her fucking boyfriend is just a super Trumper and is just in her ear all the time about Trump. So she still voted for Trump. And, you know, we're not really talking to her right now because what the fuck? For one, you have 2 daughters and you just took away any of their rights to abortion. And it's not like we're planning on having an abortion anytime soon. You know, if she gets pregnant, we would keep the kid. I'm like 99% sure, unless there was something wrong, you know, that could affect the mom. But guess what? Now you don't even have that choice. In a lot of states. Thankfully, Michigan, shout out to Whitmer, has been really good about abortion. Otherwise, my sister would be dead, actually. My sister had to have an abortion. She wanted to keep the kid. She had a name for the kid. At first she didn't want to be a mom, but, you know, she went along with the pregnancy, and then she started to actually, she wanted the kid, and we were looking forward to having a niece. And unfortunately, something happened with the baby, and she had to get rid of it. And if we weren't in Michigan, you know, she could have died like that one girl in Texas did because no one was willing to give her an abortion. She went to 3 different medical places, 3 different emergency rooms, and no one wanted to do it. In Michigan, you know, she had to drive down, I think, to Ann Arbor to do it. Good morning, this is Christian. How may I help you?
Yeah, hi, this is Matt. I'm a real estate appraiser. I had a question about an order.
Sure. Do you have the loan number?
0008 276 4812.
All right. 3252 Niles Carver. Okay. Perfect. And what's going on with this one? Oh, it looks like there was a revision request.
I got correction in. Yeah, I need to talk to the agent and do a patient.
Okay, yeah, I can have John give you a call if that would work for you.
Yeah, anyone really. I just it has nothing to do with the correction. Something happened. I just need them to know about it before I proceed.
Something happened, like, with the order? That has nothing to do with the revisions?
Yes.
I mean, I could probably help you with that then if it doesn't have anything to do with the revisions. There's like a technical thing. I may be able to help with that.
No, it's not technical. It affects the value and everything. So basically, what happened is I was going to call you guys here about something up this better. And I said, hey, I called the agent and said, hey, like, the auditor site shows this, it sold for this price, and the MLS shows this price. Do you happen to recall what it actually sold for? And she told me that it 100% fact sold for what's on the MLS. And then last night, their real estate company called me back and said, no, it actually sold for what the auditor price was. It was a big difference. It was like $20,000.
Oh, wow.
She said the problem with this was there's 2 agents involved. The one was the co-lister. She told me it must have been a typo. It went from 230 on the MLS to 203. So I in my brain I'm thinking, okay, well the auditor site is a typo. It's supposed to be 230, not 203.
Right.
And then they called me back last night and said that no, the appraisal came in short. That the other listing agent, I was like, really, 2 agents listing. They said, no, she screwed up. It definitely sold for 203. We were going to fix the MLS immediately. And I'm like, I already turned the report in. Like, this was 2 days ago. I turned the report in. So, reconcile and the value's going to go a bit. But, I mean, I just want to make somebody aware because when I do the correction, I'm going to put that in there and just resend it into the value.
Okay, yeah, I can put a note in here, and I can email John and let him know. John's the reviewer on this one, I should say. And I can let him know.
You would tell him to please call me if any questions. I mean, I'm waiting to compensate the value of 287.
Yeah, it's not the biggest. Yeah.
No, but I mean, I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, they told me about this last night, so I wanted to call and tell you guys.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, it is something that we need to be aware of. So appreciate that.
It was a typo, and it was an error on their part.
Right, exactly.
Now, moving forward, they're going to change it. They probably thank me for this. They probably thank me because it's wrong. You can.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? They were supposed to thank me because a big error on their part gave me in less than 230. So.
Yeah, that's probably not. Yeah, it is what it is. Not much you can do.
But 230 and 203, it all made sense when I was talking to this girl in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, yeah, he was telling me 100. I'm looking at the file, it's over 230. You didn't know that the appraiser came in light because that was the original offer and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Let John know, that would be awesome.
Yep, I can let him know. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
All right, bye. I thought I muted my mic. Hopefully that wasn't too... my mic was not muted this whole time. What the hell? That's awkward. Hopefully no one heard that. Well, that was a phone call because I work from home. Shout out, working from home. Anyways, what was I talking about? I think that there are a lot of things that Democrats could do better in the upcoming elections. Because, 2 years from now, obviously people are going to be like, well, the fucking shit Trump did is just so bad that we're going to vote Democrat. And we're going to have the same fucking... That's the issue, that we're going to have the same problem again. Because Democrats probably aren't going to learn their lesson. That's kind of why I wanted to do something. So I think it'd be kind of fun, like a fun idea, to track certain things, like the price of eggs, like average egg price today. Okay. Like, see, that's the thing. I don't know the best way to do this, but this is something that I was thinking about doing just as like a fun like side project. During this, I wanted to like track just random things, like, so nothing. I mean, some things are going to change before he becomes president, but some things aren't going to change until after he becomes president. Like, there's not going to be like the tariffs until after he becomes president, so it shouldn't be a gigantic change until he becomes president. But what I want to do is I kind of want to track prices on things, and then you can bring this information. This is the fun part. You can take this information and you can just shove it in the Republicans' face, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what? If everything's cheaper when he's president, cool. I mean, I'm sure there's still going to be a lot of other problems. And there will be. I mean, there's going to be a shitload of problems. But I think we just take this information and then we just show it and we rub it in people's face because they're going to be like, oh, well, my gas was $2.96, I think, last time I paid for it. And now it's fucking how much it's going to be. Is it going to be $3.96? Is it going to be $1.96? We don't know. So we're going to track that. We're going to check eggs prices because of the tariff. I mean, we get a lot of eggs in America. So what's something that we don't have in America? A lot of. Well, oil, obviously, is one. So there's going to be a huge fucking tariff on oil, right? So oil should definitely go up. There's no way oil is going to go down, right? So oil is a big one. Holy shit, price per dozen, $9.73 in Hawaii? What the fuck? What? Fuck that. What the fuck? How much is it in Michigan? I can just click on it. Is it here? 482. What's the cheapest? 424. Yeah, I think we should track some prices. Let's track. The fuck is that phase, dude? So it's November, so wait, why am I doing this on this? What the fuck? I was gonna say I don't think I have to show. Let's name it. There's some big ones. Eggs, gas. Let's look up biggest imports to U.S. Machinery. Okay, how? I need like a specific thing though. Can't just go machinery. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, so we already got gas right there. Pharmaceuticals, plastics. Aircrafts? What? I didn't know that we fucking imported that much, and that's a shitload. What the hell? Imports more goods and services, leading to a trade deficit of $600 billion. Is this today's numbers? Oh, 2019. So let's look up what's the trade deficit now. Trade deficit 2024. What? 600 billion versus 84 today? $2024. Bruh. So wait, so under Trump it was 600 billion, and now it's fucking 80 something million? What the fuck? That's insane. Alright. Eggs, gas. Talk to me, what are the best here? Talk to me, data, talk to me. List imported? Is that like how you type it? Machinery printer? Oh, I got one. How do I import textiles? Boy, I did a little bit of government in my time. It's 2024. Where's this from? Office of Textiles and Apparel, International Trade Commission. Oh, check that. China. That's insane. Triple XL. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do eggs and gas because we are not the brightest bulbs in the bunch here. So let's make it simple. Alright, so let's go average price of eggs 2024. September 24 was 382. Where's this from? $382. So wait. Do they not have October's yet? Can I look up Cushing, Oklahoma. That's crude oil. All formulations gas price? That should be it, right? This was... This is November. Can I go... $3.21. It starts in September. Alright. How do I change the name of this, though? It's been a minute since I fucked with this. Name it here, right? Okay, whoops, this is supposed to be different. Okay, September, October, and we're going to go down the list. So, 2024. It's going to be Jan. Okay. Is it even right? I think it's how you do it. Hopefully. So, yeah. So we'll save that. And we'll close all that. And then we'll go a little notepad here. And then we could do like... So first thing I think Democrats can do better would be to fascism. Yeah. Fascism. 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 That's how I spell it. Okay. Nice. Call it obvious fascism. So this would be like that. Mainly. I think speaking to Republicans and how policies directly affect them versus mainly speaking, so because a lot of times Democrats, I mean, Republicans talk to their base a lot. I feel like Democrats need to get out of that and talk to everybody. I think Democrats need to talk to their base like they did. They did a good job talking to their base. I mean, a shitload of people still didn't come out. So obviously they could have did a better job on that. But I think going on like right-wing media more, like how Pete Buttigieg went on Fox News all the time, like Pete B. Fox News. Candidates need to show themselves. Yeah, so I think Kamala should have went on Fox News like 100 times, as much as they would let her on, like every day, and talk like this election isn't about sexist. This isn't about my race. This isn't about This is about only policies and what I will do for you specifically. I'm talking to you, the person that's listening to this right now. I'm not talking to fucking Billy Joel down the street. I am talking to you. Shit, I thought I was gonna hit 6. And yeah, I just think they were really fucking bad on that. Like, you need to go out, go on Fox News every fucking day, go on fucking what's that fucking one? Newsmax. Fucking go on Newsmax. Fuck it. If they'll let you on Newsmax, I don't care if they go on there and they fucking just belittle you the whole time, bro. You go on there and you fucking say, boom, 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 boom. This is what I'm doing for you, because how else are you gonna fucking wake these people up? They're not gonna listen to you. They're like secondhand, you know. They're gonna read, oh, Kamala wants to do this, and it's gonna be spun in a bad way. It's always gonna be spun in a bad way from what they're hearing it from. They're gonna hear it from fucking Fox News themselves or whatever, and it's gonna say, oh, this economic plan is so bad, Kamala's gonna ruin everything, right? She needs to be on there herself and defend herself. This is the reason why this is actually a good policy, because it's going to do X, Y, and Z. Let's have some puppies. Let's have pictures of cute puppies in the background while I talk about this. Make everything happy. Relaxing music in the background going on. Cute puppies in the background. We're big chillin'. Yeah, fuck it, dude. 1 second, I typed something. type that before I forgot. Yeah. Like, okay, so you can't ignore the fucking presidential candidate. You can't. I mean, if you're a big enough presidential candidate, they really can't ignore you. They like, how much did they ignored Bernie a little bit, but because of how popular Bernie was, they couldn't really ignore him that much, right? Like, how popular he was, he had to be on stage like all the time. He was always on stage debating. He might not have gotten as much time as Joe Biden in 2020 or Hillary in 2016, but the time he had, he used it so effectively. And that's why everybody loved him. Fucking frat boys loved him. Middle-aged women loved him. Black people loved him. Latinos loved him. Everybody loved Bernie. And the only reason he lost is because DNC fucked him over. That's it. Otherwise, I think, yeah, we wouldn't be in the situation. If Bernie won in 2016, we wouldn't know about Trump. We wouldn't have any of these issues about Trump. But that's one of the biggest problems with corporate Democrats is they don't want that big of change. Some change is fine, but huge change is not. Like $15 minimum wage is not fine. But if he was president, he has a lot more leeway and a lot more things he can do. Like, he can fucking go up to the table, drop his fucking dick on the table and be like, yo, I am the motherfucking president of the United States, and you know what I'm gonna fucking do? If you don't vote to pass this $15 minimum wage, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just campaign in your fucking cities. I'm gonna say, hey, look at this motherfucker that was supposed to be on your team is not on your team. He doesn't want you to have all you people out there making like fucking $7.75 or whatever you're making. You could be making 15 right now if you didn't have this douchebag in office. So how about you vote for somebody else in November, right? And that in theory should get a lot more people to work with you. Especially if you're a super popular president, like I'm sure Bernie would be. I'm sure he'd be so popular as the president. So people would be like, okay, fuck Ted Cruz. I'm fucking going out there and I'm fucking voting against Ted Cruz, and he would have lost, you know? Or some other douchebag like Lindsey Graham or something, you know? Or even fucking like Kirsten Sinema. Like Kirsten Sinema or Joe Manchin, like, hey, these people have the fucking D next to their name, but yeah, they know what the D stands for? Douchebag. Doesn't stand for Democrat, it stands for douchebag. So yeah, November, kick him out, you know, vote someone else. We're gonna have Pete Buttigieg or whoever the fuck, you know, is gonna be running for senator instead. Or, you know, whoever, some generic, like, literally do the thing that Trump does, but as a Democrat, right? Like, it makes sense, like, that you'd want loyalists. Like, you might want people that disagree on some things, but on common sense things, you want people that aren't fucking lobbyists and aren't fucking bought out. So in the case of Trump, he has people that are bought out by him, but at least he controls what they want to vote on, which is a terrible thing for us, but in the right hands, it could actually be a really good thing. You know, if Trump was a Democrat doing this, obviously the Republicans would be up in arms and it'd be fucking like insurrection 2.0, but it would actually be a good thing for the country if Democrats are more on board together and they were like, yeah, we'll stand behind a strong president like a Bernie, someone like Bernie, or like maybe a Gavin Newsom. I mean, yeah, I don't think that Democrats are going to take any big chances next time. They're going to be like, you know what, we want just a straight white man. We want just a straight white man, which isn't the best way to win, probably. I mean, I don't know, I can't speak to that, but I don't think the sex or the race matters too much. It's just more about hammering home your policies to everybody. Like I said, Kamala did a really good job of hammering home her policies to her base and to other Democrats that are like, well, she's bad, but Trump is worse. Or she's not great, but Trump is actually terrible. So I think fucking rally to fucking opposition, right? That's the main point, is talk to people that aren't already going to vote for you. Like, you want to make sure that the people that say they're going to vote for you are actually going to vote for you, but you want people that aren't going to vote or are going to vote for the other people to vote for you. Which she didn't really do a good job on, in my opinion. I think how many days we have left until he comes in office? We have a month, 2 months, like 2.5 months or something. How much could the Democrats get done in like 2.5 months? I see people saying like, oh, Joe Biden should resign, and so that way Kamala is the first female president. It's like, is that really the way you want your first female president to be? Like, looking back in history, Barack Obama, the first black president, how did he do it? Because he was like one of the most charismatic people on the fucking planet. And because he said good things about policies, he had good policies. He won everything because, he won the primary because who was he up against? Hillary fucking Clinton. Like, okay, you either want someone that actually potentially might care about you versus Hillary Clinton, like a Clinton. Like, they don't care about you. They care about money. They care about themselves. Hillary cares about where Bill is. She always has him on a GPS tracker. Like, I don't even think Kamala should have fucking talked to Hillary. Like, why are you even talking to Hillary? She lost, bro. She lost to Trump. Like, why are you talking to her? Fuck that bitch. I don't say bitch about pretty much any woman, but Hillary, she's a bitch. Like, straight up. Fuck Hillary Clinton. I wouldn't even talk to her. If I was running and she was like, hey, you want my advice? I'd be like, no. God, no. Hell no. I want Barack Obama's advice, and that's it. Like, talking to past presidents, yeah, let me talk to Obama. That's it. I don't care about the rest of them. I feel like by the time I ran for president, if I wanted to talk to Joe Biden, he'd be dead by now, or his dementia would be so far advanced I couldn't talk to him. So my only option would probably be fucking Obama. So yeah, I think I don't know. I think, how long have I been streaming for? 38 minutes, huh? I think that's all I had to say for now. I want to say more, but I don't know the best way to articulate it. And well, I don't know. Let's keep talking. Fuck it. What could we talk about? There are, I don't know. Isn't it just frustrating that we lost? I've heard people say that it was stolen, and I guess we'll find out. People were like, "Oh, she wasn't really like admitting defeat. She was like kind of like hinting that they could have cheated or something." I didn't watch her speech, her losing speech, but I don't know if it's true. It probably is true that they cheated. because of all the bomb threats and shit that they did, I would not doubt if they cheated. And especially all the shit about, this is gonna be a little bit of a conspiracy theory now, but all the shit Trump was talking about, how, oh, we don't need you to vote. Like, what? So he contradicted himself because he said, we don't need you to vote. We have enough votes to win. So don't bother going out to vote, was pretty much what he said. And then the other day before he won, he was like super tired. And he's like, oh, I'm tired. He's like, you just go out there and vote for me, please. Like, it was just a really weird way how he said both of those things, right? Like, and that's the problem because he's a fucking weirdo. Him and JD Vance are fucking weirdos. So maybe that's just the way that they fucking talk. Maybe they're like, oh, we don't need you to vote. We're fine. And people voted for him anyways. Like, a little sus. Obviously, being a super conspiracy theorist is probably not the healthiest for America. But why were they so quick? It doesn't make sense either, because people are like, oh, well, he was, he denied 2020 the whole time, but then he was so quick to accept the results that he won. It's like, well, I think Kamala would have did that too. Like, she would have been like, okay, yeah, well, we pretty much were told by our political advisors and people that like calculate your odds to win or whatever, yeah, you guys won. And they'll be like, okay, well, let's go out and make our victory speech like right away. Like, that's usually what happens, right? That's what Joe Biden did. He didn't wait a week. Oh, let's just make sure that everything was not rigged before we make our acceptance speech or whatever. Like, you don't do that. So it made sense for him to, say, oh, we won. But if Kamala or whoever is thinking maybe it's not true, maybe they didn't win, then why would she even go out there and give even like a half-assed defeat speech? Does that make sense to me? I mean, I hope that they cheated, and I hope that we find out that they cheated, and we actually won. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. Hope so. And I seem like the crazy guy. Let's see, what can we talk about? I mean, I think these are like the main points, right? Like, well, the media is also a huge problem too, which Democrats can't really do too much about. I mean, they could probably say something like, oh, the media is not fucking helping us at all. Like, why aren't the media saying anything about how bad Trump is, type shit? Because they definitely did a bad job in calling out Trump, for sure. But I think it's kind of, I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to make this podcast, is to have some sort of other form of media. That wasn't just corporate media that's getting paid to fucking not talk about Trump, Like the fucking billionaires that own all these places, all these companies are like, hey, talk about Trump and you're fired. Like, that's it, So what do? They don't talk about Trump because they're gonna get fired. Makes sense. But if you have someone that's not getting paid money to talk about anything, not getting paid at all. Well, I am a partner on Twitch, so I do get paid fucking nothing, pretty much, but yep. I think there just seems to be a lot more. Even if fucking 2 people watch this, and they might get inspired or not inspired, but they might be like, you know what, I want to fucking do a podcast too or something, or I want to talk to my Republican family members because it fucking sucks. It sucks ass talking to your Republican family and friends. Well, I mean, at this point, I don't have any Republican friends. If you're a Republican, you're not my friend anymore. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I mean, if it was a John McCain and you voted Republican, we could probably still be friends. But because at least the fucker was a war hero. He was captured and he fucking held out, and he's a brave dude that helped to fucking put that thumbs down to keep the Affordable Care Act. Like, brave motherfucker, dude. I'm sure that even if he was a fucking Republican, he was not anything like today's Republicans. I mean, he's kind of like the last bastion of the old Republicans. So, like, if you voted for John McCain instead of Obama back then, we could still be friends. If you voted for Mitt Romney instead of Obama, we could still be friends. But if you voted for Trump I'd say 2016 was kind of, we could still be friends. If you voted for Trump in 2020 or 2024, we just can't be friends. Like, it's a wrap. But if people could fucking get out there and talk to their family, hey, this is, because a lot of people just don't. They just don't talk to their family, which is shitty. It sucks, and it fucking makes everybody feel more alone and more fucking depressed. And I get it. I have some family that are Trumpers, and I don't talk to them as much because they're just fucking, I just always think they're terrible. But the thing is, they're not terrible. A lot of them are just fucking stupid, or just uneducated. They might not be stupid. They just might not know. And that's why you gotta just tell them, like, hey, I'm gonna fucking sit here and I'm gonna talk to you about all the reasons why you're wrong. And it's probably gonna take 5 years off my life. But if that's one more person that might not vote for Trump, that's a W. That's a W to the fucking Democrats, man. And I fucking gritted my teeth. And I fucking went out there and I fucking told my girlfriend's mom all the reasons why Trump's a bad person, a bad candidate. She still ended up voting for Trump, but I did what I could to sway her. I tried talking to some other members of her family. Didn't really work out, which kind of sucks. But you have to try. I mean, if you don't try, what the fuck? You're just gonna sit there and do nothing? Like, you have to do something. You have to try. And we might not always win. If we fight, we win. Not always. We might not always win. But at least you fucking tried. America falls to fucking fascism and shit. At least you tried. Leave it all on the field, like Coach Wall said. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna play our hearts out. Leave it all on the field. It's tough. God, look at that puppy right there. Oh, that one looks pissed. Hey, there's some good things. Some good things in this world. Life sucks, get a puppy. You know what I'm saying? Life sucks, get an AI puppy. That's a cute AI puppy right there. Look like the little toe beans. Look at these corgis. These are the best dogs. Best dogs on the planet right here. I love corgi. How could you not love corgis? They're so fucking handsome. Oh, this looks just like Marceline. I got one cardigan and one cowboy. That looks fake. 150 corgi names? Damn. If I was a millionaire, you could tell, because I'd have this. I might not upgrade to like a fucking gigantic mansion, but I'd have this. Not the woman in the middle, but I'd have everything else. including the log, except for the woman. I'd have my girlfriend, but not this chick. I have just 1,000 corgis. I love corgis so much. It looks a lot like Marcy too. That's so cute. Yeah, I guess I would just say, fight's not over yet. There's still work to do. There's still things you can do. There's not, don't give up hope. Yeah. Try to call your fucking congressman and tell him to fucking do what Gavin Newsom's doing. Be like, literally just copy Gavin Newsom's book and what he's doing to fucking help protect California. There was another governor that was doing it too. Was it Whitmer? There was another governor other than Whitmer. Oh no, I have done N. There we go. How's this monster attacking me? Ionia prisoner charged with threatening to bomb her home. What the fuck? Wait, a prisoner? What? Like, this is literally the type of shit that we have to deal with, bro. Like, this is what we're up against, man. Like, we can't not have the balls to fucking call this shit out. You're really out here threatening to fucking bomb my goated fucking governor's house, bro? Like, literally, Whitmer's goated, and you're out here trying to fucking bomb her. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? And the fucking people that the FBI caught that were trying to fucking kidnap her, dude. Like, what? You're trying to kidnap a fucking governor? What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, this shit needs to be called out more. Like, I mean, obviously this person's like 99% chance he's a fucking Republican, right? Just like all the fucking bomb threats in Georgia, like, it's either Republican or it's fucking like Russian assets. Bullshit. How in the fuck did this person, he was already in jail, convicted of robbery in 2013. What the fuck? He's been eligible for parole since 2014. Well, I'm sure not anymore, brother. GG. What the fuck? You've been in jail since 2013. You're like, I'm just gonna fucking bomb threat. What the fuck's wrong with you? Your live is flagged for civic and election integrity. Repeated violations. What does that mean? Someone report me, bro, for talking about the election? That sounds like TikTok. Yes. So anyways, what the hell's wrong with people? This shit needs to be called out. Early and often. Don't sit on this stuff. Don't sit on the Epstein stuff about Trump. That guy talked to Epstein in what, 2016, 2017, I think? And he sat on it until 2024, right before the election, dude. Like, if you talk about this stuff a year or two in advance, at least, I mean, if you want to sell your book, whatever, get your money, boo-boo, that's on you. But, goddamn, release this shit, bro. Why does it take you 7 years to make your book, dude? just release it. Just be like, hey, this crazy sex pedophile weirdo motherfucker told me that Trump was his best friend and we did all this weird shit together. Like, put it out there, bro. Put it out there for the world to see. That's all I'm saying. There's just a lot more shit that you can do. And you gotta have the balls or the fucking, what do you call the female balls? I don't know. You gotta have the female nuts to fucking do this shit, bro. Call them out. They call you out. Oh, like fucking, oh, Tim Walz said he was friends with school shooters. You know he fucking misspoke. You know, he's fucking friends with the family of school shooters. Oh, Tim Walz is friends with all these. Like, no, dude, he fucking misspoke, dude. And Democrats never fucking call them out on that shit. Like, I don't know. Isn't that crazy? Like, if someone ran a campaign ad about me, and I misspoke something, and they ran an ad just blaring it out all day, you know, like all fucking day. Her VP candidate is fucking insane, you know? You're like, how the fuck am I insane? That was a fucking, you know, I misspoke, you know? I'll clear it up. And what about you, man? You fucking, you know, you say all this shit all the time. Is that a misspeak? Did you misspeak there? I'll give you the chance to say you misspoke. Did you misspeak? I didn't think so, you know? What do you mean when you fucking say that all Latinos are terrible people and shit? They're not bringing their best, you know, the fucking rapists and the killers and shit. Like, fucking get your fucking data scientists, find out highly populated Latino areas, and say, look it, this guy is only talking bad about you. Because the fucking MSG thing was big, it was viral, but people just, they heard it once, they heard it maybe twice, you know, they were like, oh, I heard that he said something bad about us, you know, or not me, but, you know, Latinos, they heard something they said bad about us. And then they just brush it off because they got fucking lives, dude. They got shit to worry about, you know? But what makes Republicans so effective is they just blast constantly. Boom, 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 boom. Terrible, 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 terrible. It's in their, like, in a Republican's head, what's like the 3 things I gotta worry about the most? I gotta worry about fucking my mortgage getting paid. Like, what if I lose my job? I gotta pay my mortgage, you know? I gotta worry about my health. Like, if I get sick, am I gonna be able to afford a, you know, hospital bill or whatever? Can I pay for groceries? That kind of shit. And the third thing on every Republican's mind are fucking illegal immigrants, you know? Dude, illegal immigrants aren't even in my top fucking 50 fucking things I have to worry about as a Democrat. But because the right-wing propaganda machine is so fucking effective, that's all they fucking know. That's all they care about. Like, they might even fucking care more about illegal immigrants. Like, dude, fucking people living in Michigan are worried about illegal immigrants, bro. Like, okay, what motherfucker is gonna move to Michigan, bro? Like, you know, okay, that's a lie. I do know 2 people that were here illegally, but I think they went back to Mexico. Maybe they got deported. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are on like work visas and shit like that too. So there are some that live in Michigan, but like, there's such a fraction. Like, the majority of them are in like fucking like Texas and shit. Like Texas, like California, Arizona, the southern states, Florida, that kind of shit. That's the majority of them. A lot of them aren't up here. So why are you worried? Like, why is it in your top 3 thing to worry about? It's not even, like I said, in my top 50. Another phone call. Okay, we back. Yeah. Oh. Look at that bitchin'. Love that bitchin'. Magic staff. What the hell? So, as I was saying, the right wing propaganda machine is just so so strong, so fucking like well oiled that it's gonna take an equally or stronger machine on the other side to be able to fucking break past it into fucking. And it doesn't have to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be propaganda. It just has. It can be fucking true shit. And that's. I mean, Democrats don't have to fucking lie because 90% of them are good people. Like 90% of Democrats are good people. Um, and they, all the Democrat people that are running are like, good, decent people. Some of them are shitty. Definitely, there's a lot of shitty ones too. But yeah, the majority of them are good people. And it doesn't have to be propaganda. It can just be the truth. Just fucking tell your truth. Go out there. Say, look, I know everybody's fucking struggling right now. I like sit down with the fucking Republican hat, make him wear the fucking MAGA hat if he fucking wants to. Be like, look, bro, I know you don't like me. That's fine. I'm gonna be a president or senator or whatever for the people. I just want you to listen. Give me like 2 minutes, whatever, however long. I just want to boom, 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 like lay down this shit. Ask me any questions you have. I will answer them honestly and to the fullest of my ability. And just have talks, and then be like, hey, it's hard to do, but I'm having talks with Republicans, you can too. I'm having talks with undecided people, you can too. It's definitely hard. It's not easy to fucking talk to someone that thinks the exact opposite of you, obviously. But it's definitely a skill though, and like in the real world, it's like an actual skill is to be able to talk to people that don't agree with you and to not not raise your voice, not scream at them, because that's a lot. It's just screaming at each other. So just don't. Doesn't have to get heated. You don't have to fucking go out saying you hate each other afterwards. You can fucking be semi-civil about it. Because a lot of Republicans are just like, no, he's not gonna do this shit because they've been told he's not gonna do this shit, and no one's told them yes he is gonna do this shit. Or if they have, like, you need to fucking mollywop them with fucking evidence and mollywop them with fucking facts, and most of them will fucking get it. Some of them will maybe not most of them, but some of them will fucking get it. They just want to belong somewhere, man. And if you like, hey, we have a spot for you in the Democratic Party. We accept everybody in the Democratic Party. We don't care if you're white, black, gay, straight, whatever. We accept you in the Democratic Party. So you come over here. You can be a part of the fam, Democrat fam, whatever. You don't have to be part of a cult, bro. Like, cult's probably not the best way to go, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I spoke my truth for today. Time 11:40. About an hour of talking. I think that's a pretty good fucking first semi podcast thing. I don't know how often I want to do this. I think I still want to do regular like gameplay streams. I've been playing RuneScape on the side this whole time. Can't stop me, bro. I'm addicted. You can't stop me from playing RuneScape. Sorry, not sorry. And yeah, I just think I want this to be at least like a once a week thing. And maybe people listen to it, maybe they don't, but at least I can say I'm trying. Trying to get out there, trying to get some message out of positivity, trying to say, you know, things are going to be all right, but there's still shit we have to do. As a Democrat, as an American, as someone that loves the women in his life, there's shit that I can do to help the women in my life. And I'd feel bad if I didn't at least try to get out there and talk to who I can about this. Yeah. I think I'm done. And I'll talk maybe episode 2. I don't know, maybe I'll do it sooner than later. I'm gonna see if I can get this uploaded to like Spotify or something too. I don't know exactly how to do it, but we're gonna figure it out. So look forward to that. I'm gonna call it the Yungckle, so Yungckle Podcast. I like that. A lot of people call me Unk when I play video games because apparently I sound old as shit. People tell me I sound like I'm 45 with a fucking mortgage and 3 kids, bro. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. GG. Talk to you next.